This video is going to show you how to edit inventory values various ways. So the simplest is certainly going to IC inventory file, bring up an item, and selecting edit and changing the values of, say, order quantity, minimum, and maximum. So you just simply enter those values you want, select save, you're done. So the other way is you can, within the utilities of IC maintenance, there's mass item changes. Mass item changes, a little different, is that you can filter based on all these different parameters. So if we go ask of all the 709 items and select apply the filter, because this is the filter page as it indicates here. Apply filter, here are the items. We go to the next page. The next page is, these are the new values that will be applied to those items selected, as in with this select checkbox to the left. So all those items that are checked will get changes. So if I want to change those indicated items, and it goes on down here because of the 709 filter, if I want to change all those items to this class, I can, and also at the same time change it to a sales code or change it to a location of 1, 2, 3, 4. The preview will allow you to change all those, again, selected items. You will see confirmation there that those items that have had the checkbox will have these classes assigned to them. You can go in and uncheck even on this screen to take items off the listing. So now we have 54 selected, the 59 are filtered, but I can continue to remove items off of this list. Once you hit save and save again, it then changes now the 52 items. So that's one way of doing it. The even more advanced is through IC maintenance import export. Here we're going to export, I'll just stick with the listing of 709 items. I'm going to place those in a folder, which is under this particular user's TransActPOS, the client folder. In terminal environments, I would go look at where your directory is, because this is where those files will be by default placed, the file as in the exported information. So I will leave it right where it is. I'm going to name it 709 XLS. I've done this a couple times. I'll select save, and it'll create the file of TA item export -709 XLS. So there's the file created. So now what we want to do is go modify the exported file. So we'll go to Excel. We're going to choose that particular file, which is the 709. And so now if we go open this up, we click that top right field and then hit any of the column indicators. It'll then format the screen for you. So also, I want to go ahead and put a freeze on the titles and the rows. So if I go to view, I do my freeze panels, and now I can go and run over to further in this structure, and this is where I want to be, right here in the order quantity, mins, maxes. I want to sit here and change in mass all of these particular values. So whatever criteria you are using, you can apply that information, those updated field values here, for instance. So all these items, I want to change to 2, 10, and 25. So you get the point there. So now let's save this We're going to come back to an item, say 70927. There's a 26. So just so we can prove how it works in the end. So we're going to save this file. We're going to select File, Save As. It browse back to my working folder there I started. I'm going to change this in this particular case to Windows Excel 5.95 XLS. And I'm going to name it the B file just because that's going to be where I've changed the value. Yes. So I'll close this out. If that file is open, you'll get a read error. So again, we are in IC maintenance, import, export. We're going to simply return to the import button. Now we didn't have to go through that path to do this. We could have just hit the import button. We are landing in, again, the client folder. I'm going to change this from tables to Excel. I'm going to choose the B file. This will contain those edits we just did for minimum, maximum order quantity. I'm going to check this button, which says validate C item ID to item number. So it gets look up that SKU by item number in TransAct from that spreadsheet. The far left field in the spreadsheet is the item no. That's the integer we're speaking about here. So check that box. Select import. Here comes the listing. So the items that we had changed, let's just go down through this. Here is the 2.5 and 2.6, 2.7. Yeah, all those were in that series we changed, and then therefore is also the order minimum and maximum values that we selected. We select accept import. Here come the 64 records. Let's go back and just go check under the inventory file 70927. Select OK. Select, and here will be the values of 2, 10, and 25 as desired. So hopefully that helps with understanding the multiple ways of changing values in mass within TransAct. Thank you.